Hey guys, if you want to buy a vending machine, these are the things that you need to test out before you purchase the machine. First off, make sure that the bill acceptor and coin acceptor both work properly. You don't want to buy a machine that already has problems. It will cause you way more problems in the future. Next, you'll want to check the stacker. This is where the bills go after you put them into the machine. It should be able to slide out really easy like this. And that red light right there should be solid at all times. Then come down here and make sure it has the container for the quarters. This is where all the change goes after you put it in the machine. And here's where you keep all your coin reserves. In most machines, the bill acceptor will not function unless you have at least a couple coins in each of these slots. I like to fill each of them up at least a quarter of the way. And then finally, you want to make sure that all of the slots work. You can do this one by one, but this machine has a machine test function, which is very, very handy. So that's what I'm going to be doing to test it out. Most of the newer machines have something like this, but a lot of the old ones don't, and you might have to do it one by one. It's extremely time consuming, but it's worth it. You want to make sure that the machine works properly. Buying a machine that's already broken will cause you a ton of headache in the future. So now we've entered the machine test mode. It's going to go through every single selection, making sure that they all work. What we're looking for is making sure that the coils turn and push out the product. When you're testing your machine, there probably won't be product inside of it, so you won't be able to see it fall. But for the most part, if it doesn't fall, it's an operator error, which means that I put it in incorrectly. As you can tell, the M&Ms didn't fall there, which is my fault. And I've been having a lot of trouble with the Kit Kats. It looks like the Hershey's is just propped behind it. So now that the machine test is over, it looks like all the coils are spinning properly, but some of the candy isn't falling, so I have to see why. It looks like the Hershey is propped behind this Kit Kat, which is why it didn't fall. And this Kit Kat looks like it's just too big for the slot, so I have to move it to a different location. It doesn't get stuck all the time, but it gets stuck enough for me to want to move it. These fruit snacks just got jammed underneath. That was my fault. Same thing with these M&Ms. I lean them forward so that when the coils move out of the way, the candy just drops, but sometimes I jam it underneath too much. Usually if you just shake the machine a little bit, they fall, but we don't want the customer shaking the machine. So that's basically what I do to test out a machine before I buy it. Let me know if you have any questions.